so from the pythons we may as well jump straight into the boas. This is Rosie. She is a common boa constrictor, we believe. She is very beautiful, as you can see. She's got a lovely dark tail, really, really pretty. She's not very big for her age. The guy that I got her off thought that she might have some dwarf in her, which I'm highly suspecting, because I think he said she was 4. And as a 4-year-old common boa, she should be a lot bigger than this. Common boas, they can reach up to sort of 8 feet plus sometimes. So she's not very big for her age, really, which is fine. I'm in no, you know, I don't mind at all. I've got enough massive snakes, so I, you know, I'm quite, don't mind at all that she's a bit smaller than she's maybe supposed to be. She's absolutely bomb-proof, this snake. You could do literally anything to her. So friendly, really nice to have out. She is really strong. I don't often put her up around my neck. Like now, she's trying to go round. I'll probably just take her off again, because she is, I think, pound for pound, one of the strongest snakes that we've got. Might sound silly compared to some of the other things that we've got here, but I don't know why, she feels a lot stronger, and when she holds on, obviously she's just holding on so that she doesn't fall. She's so powerful. So yeah, I might drape her over a shoulder, or, you know, carry her that way, but I don't often let her loop around my neck like I would with some of the other snakes, because she seems to be an awful lot stronger. Yeah, so this is Rosie. So moving on, we've got another boa constrictor. This is Belle. She is quite a lot different in looks to Rosie. She's a lot paler as you look down the body, so the contrast between the saddles and her kind of colour underneath is quite stark. She has got, it probably won't be a pick up, but the most beautiful red coloured head. It probably won't pick up, but she is really, really, in real life, she's stunning. Again, she's got that really nice dark tail, which she's wrapped around me at the moment. You probably can't see it. She's not as comfortable being handled. I haven't handled her, you know, as much. She's still a little bit uncomfortable being handled, but she doesn't bite. She's not aggressive. She's just a little bit jumpy, I'd say. But as you can see, she's settled down fine now. She's been out for a little while, and she is really lovely, really interested in what's going on, and just a really pretty snake. She's got some funky genetics. I bought her at the Doncaster show. I can't remember what the breeding was, but she's got some funky genetics, so it'd be quite cool if we bred her at some point in the future. I'm not planning to at the moment, but the option's there. She's got some cool stuff going on. Down the side, she's got like a really cool like Aztec pattern, which gets quite bright after she's just shed. She gets like an orangey pattern that comes down here, which is really cool. So this is Belle. So next up we have buy one get one free. So these are both Brazilian rainbow boas. This is Roxy, the female, and Badger is the male over here. I called him Badger because of the stripes down his head. I found it funny, apparently it's not. But yeah, so these are normal looking Brazilian rainbow boas. You might notice that Badger is considerably lighter. They are both het for caramel, which is a form of albinism or albino. And he's just taken on a bit of a visual look from that. So when these guys grow up, if we bred them together, we would get albino Brazilian rainbow boas, or a type of albino called caramel, which is pretty cool, which you don't see a lot of at all, which is nice. So I'm doing them no justice by filming them inside. If you took these outside, you would see why they're called rainbow boas, because their whole skin or their whole scales illuminate with this like rainbow iridescence. It is spectacular, hence the name. Yeah, so this is Roxy and Bad. So we're going to move on from the Boidae family and look at some colubrids. So this is Marnie. She is a normal Honduran milk snake. Really pretty to look at. They've got really cool stripes, and she's got a pretty cool orange head, orange and black head. Quite skittish to handle as babies. She was, in particular. I got her from somebody that just basically didn't want her anymore. Yeah, quite fast moving as babies, but as you can see, they slow down and become quite handleable and pretty tame, really. They will feed readily, really good to feed. I think that's a common trait with kind of king snake and milk snakes. Really good to feed. She's not a particularly fast growing snake at all, considering the amount she eats actually. Just growing her up really slowly. She's just a normal, unsure of her genetics, obviously, because because of I didn't get her from a breeder, so unsure of that, but all the same, lovely animal. Growing into a really handleable snake actually, which I would never have thought when I first got her, in all honesty. But she's lovely. So this is Marnie. So the next Honduran milk snake is Mary. She is a normal, just like Marnie. She is a little bit smaller, obviously, not as old. I actually bought her from a breeder. She has got some pretty cool genetics. So she carries genes for exanthic and also albino, which is pretty cool. Her little bits in between the black, or her saddles, they're a lot whiter. Marnie's is more of like an orangey yellow colour, whereas Mary is a lot whiter. I don't know whether that's maybe the het exanthic influence, but she's also got some little like horseshoe shapes on her as well, which are pretty cool. She's got one on that side too. But she's again got the really nice orange head. Just really pretty snakes. And again, I've handled her quite well, so she's quite a lot calmer than when I got her. She's still skittish though, she's still that bit smaller, so she can be quite fast moving, but she calms down lovely, as you can see. Yeah, so this is Mary. So this is Marlin. This is the third and final Honduran milk snake. This is a boy. He is deep in shed at the moment, so he's really white, as you can see. He's probably about 4 or 5 days away from shedding his skin. He'll go clear again after this stage, and then that's when they shed. He's really nice to handle. He's been handled very well. He's normally extremely vivid, so these reds are normally like poster paint red, really, really red, brighter than the girls actually. Because he's got no black in him, because he's obviously an albino, so he's got no black pigment whatsoever. So he's got white with a little yellow stripe in the middle. He's really beautiful, nice and placid, eats like an absolute trooper, growing up pretty quick. So this is Marlin. So now we're moving on to hognose snakes. So here we have Robin Hood. He is a normal wild type western hognose snake. Lovely. I really like these. Their characters are awesome. This side we have Red Riding Hood, a female. She is actually a condomorph anaconda, and she's actually a lot more red if you can see them together. The differences between the normal and the anaconda is the reduced pattern. So Red Riding Hood has got quite a reduced pattern down the back. If I put them like that, you can see she's got more sort of sparse spots, whereas he's got quite a bit more of a busy pattern. They will hood up when they feel threatened. They'll hood up and hiss and pretend to be a cobra, which I find so funny. These guys don't really do it now because they've been probably a bit handled too much. Not too much, they're just too tame to do it. Another difference between the anaconda and the normal is she's got a really solid black tummy. It's just black all the way down. Whereas if we look at Robin Hood, he's got some spots down there and some markings on his tummy. Their tummies are black because when they feel really threatened, as kind of a last resort, they'll flip over and reduce a really nasty smelling musk, which just basically puts any predator off. They look at it and think maybe it's already dead, or it's something that it's not particularly appetizing. So they've got some really quirky little ways. I've never seen either of these two do that because obviously they're a bit too tame, but it's cool nonetheless. So yeah, these are Western hognoses. They're generally the more popular in the UK. There are Eastern hognoses too, and tricolours and giant Madagascar hognoses. They're also really cool. But generally speaking, it's normally these guys that people keep. So yeah, this is Robin Hood and Red Riding Hood. Okay, so the last one we're going to look at today, I'm not going to pick up because it's absolutely tiny. It's a baby albino garter snake. My son wanted one ever since we came back from Doncaster last year, so I got him one. It's, like I said, absolutely tiny, so let's have a look. I'm not going to pick it up. So this is the little beast here. It's so small. And just for reference, it might try and bite me. This is my finger. So it is absolutely tiny. It might try and bite me. They're notoriously not great at eating when they're this small. I'm going to zoom in a wee bit. It is really, really pretty. Yeah, notoriously not great at eating. They get stuck on eating fish and stuff like that, but fortunately I have managed to get this one to eat really well. It's currently eating bits of pinky mice. That's how small it is. It's not big enough to eat a full pinky mouse yet, not even the smallest ones. It's normally got a lot of foliage in there as well, which I've obviously taken out for a better video. But they do like to climb. They're really active. Really cool to watch, and it seems to be really brave. I was expecting it to be really shy at this size, but it's really it's not afraid. It actually comes towards you. It's going to bite me, I think. No, I think it just wants to climb on me. I think my son settled on Gary the garter snake, which I think is it's fine. So yeah, this is Gary. So I'm going to leave it there for today. That's the rest of the collection. Tiggy's come out to say hello because he was looking at me longingly, probably hoping that I had food, but unfortunately for him it's not feed day today. So yeah, like the video, share it if you'd like, subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate the support, and keep checking on Izzy. She is so close now. She's kind of turning on her side again, and she's staying inside of the hide, so she's getting ready. So exciting stuff coming. I'm going to make sure that I video everything that happens, and do regular updates of her, because she's it's exciting. At least I find it exciting. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. I'll see you again